Joff, Sophie. We have Reese, who's VP Welfare, A, VP Education, and Peter, VP Lansdowne. How it works is once a year we have to present the accounts to you, who are our membership, for you to approve them. And it's because we're a registered charity and we have a trustee board, as everyone else does, every other registered charity does. And that's basically to ensure that our strategy is being met, that our reputation is upheld, and that our accounts and finances are in shape. And our trustee board concerns of 4 externals, 6 student trustees, 1 staff member, myself who's the chair, and 1 executive member from the exec team. First KPI was that there will be at least 1 academically orientated society from each school. As a result, we now have 22 academic societies, and we had an intern working for us for 3 months last year. And her work was basically looking at analysing what made a good academic society and looking at how we can improve that in SUBU. And her work also is being shared around the university to look at best practice. Second example, we were going to have at least 2 campaigns of an ethical or an environmental nature, initiated and delivered by SUBU. We had 6 volunteer-led projects, including conservation rangers and also a new Brown Sea Island project. We had big feed. We've had 3 big feeds so far the last year and a half, and we've collected nearly 6 tonnes of food. And also we achieved gold status last year for NUS Green Impact Awards. And just so you know, we put that on hold for the last year due to staffing issues, but we're aiming to get excellence for next year. Third one, we had a strategic KPI to evaluate BU and its values and visions for at least 1 piece of research carried out per term on academic matters, student experience, and BU values. And for that academic matters, we had 2 new projects. We had 7 new projects and audits for the BU student experience, and for BU values, we did a joint project with the library. Now we're going to go through SUBU's accounts for you to approve. Income last year, we had 549,000, which is our block grant from the university. So this is the money that they give us. And the extra 330,744 is from Dillon's, the Loft, the Student Shop, the old fire station and the summer pool. And our expenditure, I won't go through all of this, but this is just a highlight of our expenditure. This big block here, 54,941 is on sabbatical officers, executives and all of the representation team. And this has increased over the last 5 years quite dramatically, and that's due to the 9K fees. SUBU felt it was really important to increase the sort of emphasis we put on representation, the amount we spend there. Other big figures are we obviously have NERV, club societies and volunteering, so we put a lot of put some money into activities as well. The other purple, which is the other big block, that is basically office running, because that's sort of our general managers and our managers. And obviously the biggest cost in all these is salaries. Now this is the total capital expenditure in 2014. These things on the side here are all the things that we could have spent money on or we normally consider spending money on in terms of capital. What we did spend money on was we spent 56,623 on refurbishing Dillon's last year. The £900 was sort of general maintenance in the fire station, and 3,126 was equipment in sort of Dillon's and the fire station specifically related to entertainment, so things like the equipment for the quiz and old fire station events and things like that. As a summary, our cash movement at the end of July 15, we took in 879,744 in income, and we spent 1,025,231. And as a result of this, we ended up taking out 145,487 from our reserves. And the 455,000 is what we have left in our reserves. Right, and then finally, in terms of finance, we're going to go through our affiliations. SUBU affiliates with Advice UK, British Universities and Colleges Sport, Community Transport Association and the National Union of Students. And these are the figures for how much we spend on all of those.